Okay, so here we are with the second part of your video. Now that you've explained your area and basically the climatic conditions, now we're going to talk about the plant choice. So on the outside ledge, by the way, it's 41 degrees outside today. You can see, however, that by now, which is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun has already moved on the other side of this building. So that's why we only get about 2 hours of sunlight when we're facing the west over here. But in any case, I do need plants that can basically handle 2 hours of direct sunlight and 41-degree heat and being outside. And so that's why I've chosen these plants, which to start on the end here is an asparagus fern. I also have an asparagus fern. You can see there's some symmetry all the way there on the other side. And then what I have inside of the asparagus fern on each side are these African daisies. They really like the sunlight and the heat. And then in my planter in the middle here right now, I have just a couple nasturtium that are left. They'll reseed themselves every year, so every year in the springtime I get a nice new blooming. And then I've got some succulents down in here, and I basically got elephant bush. Why did I choose these plants as well? Because I don't want to have to water this every single day, like especially when school is going on. I don't want to have to think every single day that I have to be home to water. And so because these are outside, they can handle maybe 1 to 2 days. In the wintertime, they can probably handle up to a week or two without me having to add water. But even right now when it's really hot and dry, I don't have to water them every single day. I can go about every other day where I've got to remember to put some water. Then on the area on the inside here, as you can see, it gets a lot of light. It's not outdoor. It even gets a little bit of direct light throughout the day. And right now it's a special time because it's spring. So I've got things that will only bloom certain times of the year, like these calla lilies, which you can see here. They have this really nice foliage that's almost transparent and has this really nice dotted pattern. I've got an elephant ear that's still coming back. The dog ate all of it when it was a puppy and it still hasn't quite recovered. And then I do have another elephant ear you can see right here. This is a perfect spot for them. They like just about the amount of light that they're getting. Here I've got a little fern. I've got a snake plant in the corner. Why did I put the snake plant in the corner? Because it doesn't need as much sunlight. They're really easy. The only way you can really hurt them is by overwatering. I have this Christmas lily, or Lilium regalum, as you can see right here. Again, this is only going to last maybe for a couple months, and then it will go dormant, and then it will resprout next year. I don't have any blooms on it right now, but right here I have a Gerbera daisy. Again, it's perfect for them. They are an indoor daisy, however, they do like a lot of light. I have a pothos. This is a little experiment that my daughter and I have going. We have basically sprouted a potato in water. I don't know if you can see all the roots here. This is a good place to carry out experiments like that because you get a lot of indirect light. And then finally we have another fern right here, which is not exactly facing the way it should be after the cleaner was here. And a little dwarf ficus plant right here. And then finally our little mini areca palm. Okay? These plants were all chosen because they like a lot of indirect light. They do need a lot of light, but they don't like to be outside in the direct sunlight, okay? Also, a lot of these plants, even the ones that are inside here, they don't like to be overwatered. They like to be watered, and then they like to basically sit until they can dry out a bit before you water them again. They don't like to be constantly wet.